Hi and welcome to my pick a card channel, the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm here today with a pick a card reading for you. And today's pick a card topic is all about somebody on your mind and what can you expect out of their actions over the next 30 days. Are they going to reach out to you? Will they take any sort of action towards you? We do have three piles to choose from. Pile number 1 with the Lovers, pile number 2 with the Star, and pile number 3 with the World. Now, whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, there could be messages waiting, and my timestamps are listed below. And of course, we would like to invite our returning subscribers to be sure to drop your comments below for your chance to win a free tarot reading. And if you are new to the channel, feel free to join our beautiful soul family and drop your comments below for your chance to win a free reading. And I will notify you in the comment section if you are chosen, and I will give you clear indications on how to reach out to me so we can get the ball rolling. So pile 1, pile 2, pile number 3. What can you expect over the next 30 days? Are they going to reach out to you? Will they take any sort of action? What are their intentions? I'm going to jump into pile number 1. Hello, pile 1. You are drawn to the Lovers card, and this is your reading. What can you expect out of their actions towards you over the next 30 days? Will they reach out? Will they take action in any way? What can you expect in their intentions? Now with the Lovers, they're asking us to look at the full spectrum. So they're also referencing a lot of vulnerability that this person could be experiencing right now and a decision that they could be making right this moment in relation to your connections. So let's take a look here. What can pile number 1 expect over the next 30 days? What are their intentions? We have the Emperor. We have the Eight of Swords. I feel like this person has a lot to say or a lot to get off of their chest in relation to how they truly feel here. But we're already starting with this Emperor who wants to take a stand, but something is holding them back. Again, they're referencing sort of their left breast pocket or their heart space. We have the Eight of Pentacles. And I do feel like they are recognizing that they have work to do. So there is intention to put some sort of effort into the connection, but they are feeling scared or they are feeling limited. And they realize they're sort of putting themselves in a limiting position with you. Here's the Five of Pentacles, because they're taking a big risk. They have a lot to lose. And they're referencing having a lot to lose with this opportunity because of their own hesitation. They're also saying that this person feels very similarly to you when it comes to insecurity. Here is the World. Back of the deck is the Eight of Wands, and we have the Fool. Here is the Six of Pentacles, and we're going to clarify this as we go forward. We have the World. I do think this person has definite intentions to take a stand here and to take some sort of action towards you. I feel like it does take a lot of effort for this person because they do fear the worst. They sort of could be the type of personality that sort of makes a catastrophe out of the possibilities. And for some watching, because I am reading for the collective, so there's a lot of different energies that are floating in and out of the room. And for some watching, this person is concerned about the consequences of reaching out. So they have like a big decision, as I said, that they feel like they have to make. But I almost get the reference of like wild horses that couldn't keep them away, truthfully. They feel a very strong like draw towards you. It's very magnetic. Here's the Two of Wands, and they're already making plans, regardless of what they fear they're going to lose out on. Like they could be worried about losing something practical, for instance, or maybe they're just worried about the rejection factor here. But they definitely have intentions towards communication with you. And the only thing that could get in their way is themselves. Whenever obstacles that they feel like are practical in their life, it all trickles down to their own fear, and they are the only ones that could get in their way. And ultimately, there is a lot of sort of mastery that they're being asked to gain over this perception of I'm stuck and I can't. This is where they're making this decision. But we do see success for you, pile 1. We do see reunions of some kind. I feel as though this person is going to be reaching out to you over the next 30 days, and I do feel as though you're going to make plans to see each other as well. There's a reunion that I feel like could be coming in. So I feel like you could be going out, maybe even like to a concert or to a group of people. Like I just feel like there's going to be a lot of people around, and they're talking about having a really good time. maybe lowering some inhibitions. And this provides sort of an opportunity for us to bear our own soul or bear our own feelings in that moment. But I do feel like there's going to be much more to come within this next 30 days. I feel like they have intentions to communicate with you. And again, the only thing that could slow down the momentum here is their own fear. But this is what they're very tempted by you. This is why they're defensive because of their fear, but they're also very tempted by the attraction that they have. And I feel like this person could be a bit of an overthinker, like somebody who is really intelligent, who kind of overthinks. They sort of shoot themselves in the foot when it comes to overthinking. But again, this reference of like wild horses, even if it takes a risk or a leap of faith, I do feel like they are going to take that risk. We have success with the world in your final position. We do have baby steps. It says action and following your intuition before it makes sense. And perhaps you've been waiting a while for this person. They could be a bit of a tire kicker. But then we have jump in, adventure, and say yes to change. And we have the Fool coming underneath the Eight of Wands. They're also referencing potential travel for you over the next 30 days, maybe in reference to this opportunity. We have the Whale and Orca Elders, sharing your song, frequency of sound, and taking a deep dive. And we also have here protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. And this could be what it's calling for. It could be calling for them to trust in their own abilities or trust in themselves to come forward and push through their own fear. They could be struggling with commitment cycles potentially for someone watching. So please take these messages as they resonate. But Spirit says within the next 30 days, there's going to be an expression of our feelings from two different people. So this person comes forward with communication, and in that state, I feel like this gives you the chance to really express yourself. It kind of feels like you're in a very good position by the end of that 30-day period where you feel heard, you feel like there's some type of clarity. You could feel like there's potential for more beyond this reunion. And Spirit is calling it a reunion, but the truth is that it doesn't feel like it's necessarily in no contact, or if it is no contact, it doesn't feel like it's an extended period of time. But there is a reference to some danger in association with what we have to share. So take that as it resonates as well. But we have blessed and good things coming in for you. Positive outcomes. Now, again, they reference the Five of Pentacles. Somebody who feels like they have a lot to lose if we orchestrate this plan. So we have tick-tock, back of the deck, we have in between worlds. So it's only a matter of time before we see some sort of resolution or some type of conclusion that comes in for you, Pile 1. And I do feel like it's a very positive resolution. I feel like whatever you hope to happen in this connection, I feel like you're going to get very close to that resolution of what you really hope will happen. Advice for pile number 1, please. You have here retreat, spoil yourself in the morning mist and breathe in nature's sweet scents. In the very least, Spirit says it gives us the opportunity to clear the air between us. Make a wish with a dandelion in the wind. And Spirit says with the uncertainty, the shades of gray are going to lift. They will eventually lift. They did highlight Virgo energy as well, so that could be a reference to your sign or a reference to their sign. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 1. Advice for pile number 1, what to expect over the next 30 days. We have the 10 of Swords, we have the 7 of Cups. Again, everything's in a state of limbo in the bowl, and somebody who has a lot to express out of their heart space, but I feel like they're sort of in this weird planning phase where they're trying to plan out what they're going to say. And they're thinking the worst about what could happen as a result of their actions, but they're coming up with the plan. I feel like they are in the process of creating their intentions right now. They're also referencing how it's easier to fantasize than it is to actually take this action, but of course that's always the case. We have the High Priestess with the big curled shell. We also have the Knight of Pentacles. Somebody could be worried about their position or be worried about timing. Could be worried about responsibilities with the letter S and O. And we have the Dragonfly, so things are coming to light. This could take sort of a turn of like there could be a change of directions, or somebody is taking a change of approach when it comes to you. They're also kind of hungry for resolution. This person wants to take a stand because they do feel very drawn to you, Pile 1. That is what I have for you today, Pile 1. Please drop your comments below for your chance to win a free reading with me. Be sure to take a look at our links below as well for some of the decks that some of our collaborators are adding to our list. For instance, I just wanted to share this with you. The Entanglement Oracle, which the creator of this deck has offered free shipping for people who use the discount code below, so be sure to check that out. You can also check out my link for Etsy for a personal reading, and I do update that shop daily. But I hope that you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope that you have a beautiful day. Hello, pile number 2. You were drawn to the Star, and this is your reading. What can you expect from their actions over the next 30 days? Are they going to reach out to you? Will they take any sort of action? What are their intentions? Now, the Star here is all about embracing an in-between period. So maybe you've been in contact, but we're in this slight sort of dark zone right now where we're not really hearing from them. You could have been connected with them on the internet as well. But the Star is a very kind of hopeful card. It speaks of healing, change of direction. So hopefully that's a very good sign. So let's take a look here. For pile number 2, please, what to expect over the next 30 days as far as the actions of the person on their mind. Are they going to reach out? What are their intentions? We have the Ten of Swords coming out first. Oopsie. Judgment and the King of Cups. We have Magician and the Hermit. We have the Wheel of Fortune. And we have the Moon. Back of the deck we do have the Devil. Poking out underneath that is the Eight of Swords. And there's the King of Pentacles. Here's the Ten of Pentacles actually showing itself in the reverse as well. So let's take a look here and see. We're going to clarify as needed. Now, we can't deny here, pile 2, that this person does realize that they could be burning bridges as we speak. I feel like this is a really sensitive person. It almost feels like they're really shy. And I do think that you are the focus. You'll notice the star down here within the Hermit's card. But it's like this person's trying to micromanage the opportunity. And they could actually be micromanaging themselves into a stalemate if they're not careful. We have the Page of Wands, because they do feel very sort of focused on you and a little bit almost obsessive over the thought of this connection, because they're very, very curious and thirsty, and they want to explore this opportunity, but they're really afraid to say something. Look at how this panda bear is stuffing its foot against the face of the other bear. They're afraid of what the effect will be, or they're afraid of what the consequences are going to be. And this is the issue with the Hanged Man here. It's like they enjoy the almost crush-like energy that they have towards you. They enjoy the impulse. They enjoy how it makes them feel. It sort of gives a rise into them or something. It just kind of livens them up. And yet they're surrendering to this hermit energy. They're surrendering to a retreat in the present moment. Here's the Three of Pentacles. And they're setting up perhaps a poor foundation of momentum. Because here at the Nine of Swords, they're repeating a pattern. So whatever pattern that you've experienced with this person in the past, if they have disappointed you with your expectations, this could actually happen over the next 30 days as well, Pile 2, I'm afraid. Because this person is letting their own fear cycles, their own insecurities, stop them from putting a plan into action. And I feel like they do have intentions to communicate with you, but it's like they want to do it within their own terms, or they want to do it in a way that keeps themselves very protected. They're just really worried. Here's the Ten of Pentacles. This talks about a lack of security or lack of safety. So they do have intentions, but I feel like they have to make adjustments to their actions according to those intentions if they want to see some type of resolution or some type of fulfillment here. Now, because I'm reading for the collective, there's going to be a myriad of reasons as to why this person is letting themselves kind of hold back. Again, they're worried about the consequences. Those consequences could be very practical, or they could just be very emotional, but they are worried about them. I do feel like if the next 30 days does not work out, I still don't feel like there's absolutely no momentum that's coming in, because Spirit does indicate that there is going to be some type of movement, just not within the next 30 days. We're still sorting out what needs to be released. There's still a transformation that's in place. And so we need to adjust our expectations, and we may be left feeling a little bit thirsty for information or clarity or direction over this next 30 days time period. Here's the Hierophant, because adjustments definitely are required. And this person is still sorting out their own empowerment or sorting out their own position. And this is going to affect the rate of speed at which they're going to be able to get themselves out of that karmic trench that they've created for themselves. When the communication comes in, it is going to pop in online. But Spirit says over this next 30 days, we may be being asked to embrace the in-between of this unknown. We have here Sacred Earth Mother, a message of love. And I do feel like this person does, again, have a lot to say emotionally. This feels like a very emotional person, and I feel like they do have a lot of emotion geared towards you. We have Yin Yang. It says here, creating harmony through balance. And we do have the message here coming in the reversal, but it says positive news, positive outcome with a message, and it comes reversed. So I don't necessarily feel like we'll get a positive outcome when it comes to the next 30 days, but I do still feel, although adjustments are required, there still can be ascension beyond that time frame. We have co-create with spirit. And we do have breathe coming out here as well. On the back of the deck, we have the fork in the road. And so here, that's number 29, the justice as well. A lot of Libra energy coming through. A lot of Virgo as well. And Aquarius, of course, Cancer energy. But you can see how she's just sitting on the lily pad, just waiting, perhaps breathing, giving herself a moment to exhale, to offer herself some compassion. Because there's still tons of potential, Spirit feels, brimming within this connection. It's just that with this cheetah, unfortunately, the cheetah has to take advantage of the opportunity or could lose its dinner. And they're saying that this cheetah could remain seated over the next 30 days. But there's still potential beyond that time frame as well. We're sitting here at a precipice. And this is when we're being asked to make adjustments to our expectations or to embrace this moment, even though it makes us feel a little vulnerable to do so. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 2. In the bowl for pile number 2, 3 of Swords. So a little bit of temporary disappointment, but it is temporary, Spirit says. They don't want you to get too emotionally overwhelmed by disappointment over your expectations not being fulfilled over the next 30 days because they feel like this is just a crossroads that the two of you are going through. So just a temporary disappointment. Oops, see, we have the eye out of the bowl. We have W, apple of temptation, and education, perhaps. We also have the strawberry, I think, of Aquarius energy. Here's the starfish and the fish, so Pisces energy for perhaps the divine masculine. We have the deflated heart for the divine feminine. And this is where the Queen of Swords with this stone comes in to sort of stand in front of her vulnerable little sister, stand in front of that vulnerable heart to see things from a higher perspective, to embrace that in between. Lots of reference to Aquarius here. And they're talking about holding on to hope as well. Again, I feel like there's more to come beyond that 30-day expectation. All right, pile number 2, that's what I have for you today. Please drop your comment below for your chance to win a free reading with me. You can also check out my link for Etsy for a personal reading if you feel called to, and that link is below and gets updated daily. But I hope that you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 3. We're drawn to the World, and this is your reading. The person on your mind, will they reach out or take action over the next 30 days? What are their intentions? Now, the World is a great card to be drawn to because it does speak about completion, coming full circle as well, and success. So hopefully this is a sign of things to come for you, pile 3. But let's take a look here and see what are their intentions. What sort of actions can be expected over the course of the next 30 days? 4 of Wands. Starting with the 4 of Wands for you, pile 3, which is a great card to start with. We have here the 5 of Pentacles. We have the 8 of Cups. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Devil. Back of the deck, we do have the Queen of Cups and the Nine of Coins. So let's clarify here. Over the next 30 days, what can be expected? We do have the Moon, the Ace of Pentacles, we have the Ten of Cups. They keep referencing the eyes here. She looks kind of like Betty Boop, and how wide open they are. Three of Wands. The Seven of Pentacles. Back of the deck is the Fool, and we do have the Seven of Wands. Now for you, Pile 3, I do feel as though there's going to be communication over the next 30 days. There could even be plans that we are making with each other, but I do feel like some of those plans are going to fall through, and I think that overall you're going to be dissatisfied with the effort that they put in to the situation. And I feel like you, despite the communication, I feel like you feel like you're being kept waiting for something, and you're looking into the future and you're wondering what the future holds for this connection. And Spirit says that you may feel frustrated by delays moving into the future, especially over what you observe over the next 30 days. Although I don't feel like you're going to be completely detached from this person, I feel like communication will be coming in online specifically. They're talking about endurance that you've already had to experience here, because now they're referencing the elephant graveyard and sort of the stamina that you've had to focus on, and they are really focusing on the divine feminine leading that charge. So there's this reference to all of the stamina you've already shown, and how over the next 30 days your eyes are wide open already because of what you've already experienced. So there's this reference to like communication, but we're tiptoeing around certain topics, or we're being really cautious about how we are proceeding with our communication. And I feel like this feels very enlightening for you. Like it makes you feel like you're not being prioritized over the next 30 days. And this makes you look to the future, because this Queen of Wands does not like to be kept waiting. It can sort of trigger her sensitivities. It can trigger her comparison to other people. And you can see here with the Queen of Cups as the backup deck, this is a reference to sort of the something that holds us back, and something that, because every time I see the octopus, I do think about an octopus that wants to escape a small container. And so this Queen of Cups has a lot of emotion that perhaps wants to come out. But I feel like some of that gets stifled. And I feel like everything that you experience in their delays start to make you feel a little bit impatient, and you start to sort of see the investment you're making versus the return that you're getting on that investment. And so over the next 30 days, I feel like it's kind of triggering for you. And that could be why we start with the Four of Wands, and how this cobra is this staff that's completely standing upright. It's almost hypnotic, the way that Jafar uses that staff. So there's something hypnotic about the way that this connection makes you feel. And there's something hypnotic about how it can help to dull the red flags that we've already seen. But I also feel like it's very triggering over the next 30 days, despite communication, because we still don't feel like a priority. And so there is a reality that we're going through. There could be a transition phase that we're going through over the next 30 days in this connection, where we're not quite ready to claim an independence yet, but we grow a little bit impatient with their lack of follow through over this next 30 days. And so Spirit says you may do well to kind of get distracted by other things, get distracted by other connections that could come in. You might get tempted by other paths that open up for you, because you're waiting for this person, that it might shine a light on this person that makes them not look like such a prize ultimately by the end of that period. And ultimately, you know, the future is very fluid. This person has the opportunity to prove me wrong. And I do hope that they do. They just require determination, and they are, in order to get to the world, they have to take this leap of faith. And this is just a support to my backup deck. This is just the support to my backup deck energy. So in order to get to the world, they have to push through with the leap of faith. And they do feel like this person is going to struggle with the fear of that and take on a passive approach when it comes to actually implementing physical actions towards you. We have here your life as a canvas, artist, manifestation, and creative accountability. And I do feel like you go inward into a reflection period where you may decide to claim your independence and really give yourself the permission to live wild and free. We have karmic relationships, polarity, soul growth, and conflict. See two people on different planets here. It's like there's a bit of a divide. And we have the weight of the world, boundaries, let it go, and it's not yours to carry. So they are referencing that over the next 30 days, we just may not have crystal clarity over where this connection's going. But even within that confusion, it can create a lot of clarity for us that we can then weigh against what we want to experience moving into the future. So in this state of waiting, it gives us the opportunity to make adjustments. But they say it might be challenging because there is a really strong physical drive to this person. There's a really strong sort of twin flame energy. We have here asking ourselves why. And they're really highlighting the Four of Swords here of like moving into a meditative state to start the healing process or redirect our focus during this period of time. And we have deep knowing, listening to the notes of our intuition and our higher self. And we have truth be told, taking sort of a lid off of our expectations and making sure we're taking masks off during this period of in between. Being very, very honest with ourselves when we're in that reflection period, when our higher self has things to say about our dissatisfaction, making sure that we're not getting blinded by the light of that twin flame launch. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 3. So you might actually get enticed. You might feel very grateful that you're feeling wild and free here because there's a reference to exploring perhaps something else outside of the connection on your mind during this period as well. Knight of Cups falling out of the bowl. I feel like that's important, an important detail here. Yeah, 8 of Cups, and here's the Queen of Pentacles. She wants to almost teeter away from her upright position, and that's what they're speaking about, some almost moody energy between the two of you over the next 30 days. Not feeling very emotionally satisfied with where it's headed, feeling sort of frustrated with delays or stagnancy that you may experience despite communication that the two of you will maintain during that period. But I just feel like there's a lot of tiptoeing around in that communication as well. We have, oh, we just got a little pinch here. We'll get another little pinch. We have a feel and song. We have the leaf of change and sweet results that await once we sacrifice perhaps a little bit. We have Capricorn, the letter F. We do have hope and healing for the divine feminine and the heart chakra. They are referencing a lot of Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Could be somebody who also is like a nurse or like some type of healer role that they have in their career. We have You Are My Sunshine and angels watching over the situation as well. All right, pile number 3, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates with you. Please drop your comments below for your chance to win a free reading with me. You can also check out my link for Etsy for a personal reading, and that link is below as well. But I hope that you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day.